Welcome back to the Cousins Cup podcast, everybody. This is episode 15.
Sheesh.
Just talked about a little bit of Disney. You know we got to bring up Pixar now. Personally, I have Pixar above Disney, so
They
this
got
is going to be a favorite at maybe.
they got a few more bangers, I think, or more consistent bangers for sure. So this is gonna be a good episode.
Yes, sir. What we got for you guys today. Jay and I both just saw Hoppers in theaters, so going to give you guys a little review of it, our scores, our ratings, what we liked, what we disliked, and then top 10. Same as last week.
Top 10.
We each bring a top 10. Have to have a combined top 5 though. So lots of arguments that I'm sure ahead again.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We're really excited to bring you our Hoppers review. This is actually gonna be our first like full movie review.
Proper movie review.
Yeah, proper movie. We've done some Stranger Things, but this is our first full proper movie review. And then, like top 10. I honestly think we'll be a little bit more in line with a few more of these, but we'll find out. We'll find out.
But like, I'm honestly really excited to see what you have to say about Hoppers because
Mm-hmm.
you actually like pretty much just came from the theater and
Yeah.
we don't tell each other anything before we film, as you guys know. So I'm excited to hear what you have to say about it.
Yeah. Loki just gives us more incentive to hop on this so that we can just talk about it.
Exactly. Give you guys an episode, talk about movies. We love it.
Yes, sir. Hey, so y'all know what we do around here. Bar of the week. I got y'all today. And this one is coming from Ratatouille. And it goes, not everyone can become a great artist, but a great artist can come from anywhere. All right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Love
yes,
it.
sir. All right, so for our Hoppers review,
Whoa.
sorry, you like to ask me a question. Yeah.
What's your most recent watch other than Hoppers?
My most recently watched movie is I actually just watched Get Out last night. So other than Hoppers, I watched Get Out last night. It's a banger. I don't have much to say on it. I think
It's hard to say stuff that hasn't been said.
yeah, it's hard to say stuff that hasn't been said. I did like a light review on it just about how like I think Jordan Peele, I need to see more movies from him. I really like the way he does his
He's
themes.
such a genius,
right?
man.
Before that, I watched Train Dreams before that.
Yeah, you were doing your Oscars,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, so hey, stay tuned for the TikTok this week because I'm going to be dropping a little mini series on some of the Oscar stuff leading up to Sunday. I watched Train Dreams. That's a beautiful movie. That's a really sad movie, actually, just about life. So I'll go more into depth than that on the TikTok. Stay tuned.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you?
Okay, so again, other than Hoppers, I've been working my way through the Cornetto trilogy.
I saw that. Yeah.
If you don't know what the Cornetto trilogy is, it is Edgar Wright's 3 movies with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. They are Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End. I've currently just done Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. Still got to watch The World's End, but Edgar Wright is one of my favorite directors. I think he's such a genius. All those movies are just so fun to watch. So I'm excited to finish the trilogy coming up.
W. I should tap in, low-key.
It's
Your reviews
W.
on them are like so high, so I was like, yeah, I gotta watch these, I think, at
Yeah.
some point.
Have you ever seen them?
No. I don't even know if I've seen an
Dang.
Edgar Wright movie, bro. Like I need to watch
Baby
Baby
Driver.
Driver. No, I haven't.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
bro. That's in my top 4.
I know. I need to watch it just for you.
I was thinking about putting Hot Fuzz in my top 4 because I love that movie,
Mhm.
but I can't have Baby Driver and Hot Fuzz. I mean,
Fair
I
enough.
could, but
Fair enough.
it seems OD.
You don't want to glaze Edgar Wright too hard.
Not too hard.
All right. But I do need to tap into Baby Driver though. I'm telling you.
You do for sure.
You've been telling me that for years though. So is Jackson.
Yeah, actually, shout out to kid I coach Bray. Just put him on Baby Driver.
Yes,
Give it a
sir.
4.5 on Letterboxd.
Dang.
And before I forget, Cam, Danny, this is your shout out. Now, they've been begging for it.
Hey, bro, you made it on the Cousins Cut podcast, bro.
Shout out Cam, Dangerous Dan.
I love that. All right.
Good.
All right. For the Hoppers review, before we hop into it, do you want to just do a quick like maybe like a really short spoiler free, and then like after that we'll let everyone know like, hey, we're gonna go a little bit more into it in case anyone doesn't want to get spoiled. I don't know. Like it's a pretty
maybe
light movie.
We give them an incentive to go watch it,
Yeah.
spoiler free. So I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Okay. spoiler free. Do you want to start? Actually, we can still give our rating
Yeah,
spoiler free.
absolutely. That's what I'm saying. We can start with that.
Yeah.
So out of
Do you
you
want to
said
do
out
a
of five.
countdown?
You said out of
Out
five.
of five, what'd you
Okay.
give it on Letterbox type
Okay.
thing?
All right. You count us down, bro.
Okay. Three, two, one,
Three
three.
and a half.
Okay, so
Yeah.
pretty similar.
Yeah.
I actually had it at a 3.5 initially before bumping it down to three.
Was there a reason for that or
I will talk about that in the
okay.
spoilers,
Okay.
but for my non-spoiler stuff, I just want to say that like Pixar has really just mastered animation at this point.
Yeah, dude, it's beautiful.
It is such a stunning movie, right down to the animals when they're wet or just getting out of the water. Their fur and everything actually looks like it would in real life. You know, like the texture, the patterns, like everything about it is like stunning. It looks so good, so
Mm-hmm.
realistic. So I just love that. And then the lighting and like the natural lighting in this movie specifically. I
Yeah.
know it's like animated, so I can't necessarily give that like, oh wow, this shot was great. They created it. But shout out to the animators then.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. I agree with you. I think the cinematography, like the animation of the cinematography is just the forest looked nice and the water looked great.
Yeah.
I give it a 3.5. I was even pushing like, do I really touch like the realm of four? Like we can talk about what we would do out of 10. I just think
Mm-hmm.
that the simplicity of the story was really great. I think that this is
Yeah.
one of their best originals since probably Luca. Um,
Yeah.
and I love the story. I felt like the characters. I fell in love with the characters. Uh, we can talk about the humor in it because I do
That's
think this is like a
interesting actually.
I oh okay yes we can talk about the characters and I want to talk about the humor with you because I think this is a
Yeah.
top five maybe top three like funniest Pixar movie from like start to finish. I think that the jokes just they're consistently landing and they're hilarious, bro. Like the council meeting,
Okay.
like that's
Okay.
hilarious, bro.
Here for the non-spoiler stuff, like we won't mention any of that. We'll just mention like broad stuff.
hmm
So I can agree with you. The humor in this is good. I think it actually in my letterbox review I put that as like is a funny movie.
Yeah,
There's lots of moments where I just chuckle to myself, or like put my head down and just you kind of like shake my head type thing.
yeah.
Top five funniest though.
I think it's got to be, and we like because
When
to
we go
me,
into our top 10, I'll kind of be thinking like, is this funny or is
yeah,
this not?
because when I think about funny, like I am a huge MU guy. I like MU is hilarious to
Yeah.
me. I think MU is definitely in the top five. I think Toy Story 3 and 1 and probably 2 are too.
MU is probably number one to be honest.
That's what I think too. That's what I think too. I think MU is the
It's actually such
funniest.
a go-to movie.
It's my comfort Pixar movie. But other than that, like yeah, all Pixar movies have humor, but when we go start to finish like funny, I can't think of much ahead of Hoppers. Like
Yeah, I mean
Incredibles
that's
2 is pretty
fair.
funny. Incredibles 2 is funny, but I don't think like start
Yeah.
to finish it's the same. Inside Out is funny, but it's same thing. You know what I mean?
The thing is, a movie like Inside Out had more clever humor moments than
Yeah.
Hoppers did.
Yeah, that is very true. This was very like in your face, just
Right?
like
Like the Bing Bong. Oh, there's this island. There's deja vu. There's this island.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
deja vu.
yeah.
That's funnier than any joke that was said in Hoppers, in my opinion. But it's like
I'll
kids
go
aren't
more
gonna
like
laugh at that.
there are two scenes specifically that like I'm not even kidding
I
made me
I
laugh
guarantee
out
I know
loud in the
one of them
theater,
though.
bro.
I guarantee I know one of them though, because there is a couple of like really funny scenes.
So, but yeah, like for the rest of the spoiler free before we go deep into the movie, I guess no, I don't have much else to say. Like yeah, 3.5. I really like the characters and I like the humor and I like the story.
I mean, last thing I'll say, spoiler free, was just that the themes and the messaging in this movie
Mm,
is probably I want to. It's hard, but like top seven maybe in Pixar, because for me that was the strongest point of the movie.
yeah, it's definitely about like the
And
connection
like,
between humans and nature for sure.
man, that's this. This is spoiler stuff.
No,
Not
but
really.
people know that
You
though.
could see
You
that.
you
You could
see
see
you
that.
know
Yeah, you
that in
could
the
see
trailer.
that.
You know that in the trailer.
Yeah, you could see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But again, I'll talk about the themes and messaging more in the spoiler stuff.
Yeah.
and use like examples type deal. But yeah,
So
that's my non-spoiler stuff done.
all right, so let's get right into it then. So from here on out,
But
this is all spoilers. So if you haven't seen it yet and
you've
you
been
don't want to
warned.
know, yeah, go watch it and then come back to this video. We'll be waiting for you. Okay, yeah, get into your theming and yeah, everything
Okay,
you felt like that.
so obviously, man versus nature is probably the biggest actual theme in this movie, and I think it's probably done the best of any like actual man versus nature as like a whole in a lot of animated movies. Obviously, there's been like a man versus kind of beast situation and all that in lots of Disney and Pixar, but I don't think it's done as well as it is in this movie. It was done so well, but the messaging is where I think this movie just like excels compared to so many other animated movies.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and my favorite one was probably Seeing the Best in People.
Yeah. I think that one stood
Getting
out to me
your
the most.
getting your kids to have the message of there's good in everybody, you just have to find it. That is so peak and so
Yeah.
good to like send the kids home with. Like
Yeah.
actually, even it's good to send us home with.
I totally agree with that. I think that one of my favorite scenes in the movie was that conversation between Mabel and King George when
Hmm.
he was talking about his dad and like the history of him and his
Yeah,
dad, and she's like, "Wow, he's such a jerk," and he's like, "Ah, well, he did his best," and it's like,
yeah,
"What do you
exactly.
mean?" "Oh, I just try to see the best in people," and she's like, "Well, but there's people out there that aren't good,"
No,
and the
exactly.
conversation is so real. Like I think that I try to do what King George says, but I totally see what Mabel's saying too. It's like, how can you
Yeah,
say that
it's
there's something
hard.
good about this person?
It's
Um,
hard to disconnect sometimes.
yeah, definitely. But I think that's a great message, and you realize it at the end, right? Like the mayor, yeah,
Hmm.
he's against them, but he knows
There
what
was
he
good in him,
knows. Like there was good in him.
and it shows it even earlier than the end when you get the parallels between King George and the mayor when he's doing his whole getting ready for the day montage before going to the election
Oh, I didn't
ceremony.
pick up on
Him
that.
and George, there was so many different parallels. Him knowing everybody's name, that kind of thing. Going to see his mom,
I did not think
all
about
that
that.
kind of
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff is a great parallel between him and George. Obviously, we all liked King George. He's a very likable character.
Mm-hmm.
Versus at the time, we all hated the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was pretty genius. Like Mabel's obviously never going to see that side of the mayor, but we get to see that he's a good guy. There is good in him.
Yeah.
And you get to see that before the finale, which is really nice.
That's fire. So I did not think about that at all, and I see it now that you bring it up, and I think that's fire.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
you can see the exact montage I'm talking about.
yeah, I definitely can. And when the mayor goes outside and he starts saying hi to people, like I literally don't connect that to what King George is doing, but that's literally what he was doing.
Yeah.
Another message that stood out to me is this power or this idea of like one powerful person or one powerful idea can just branch out and reach to everyone. I think about
Yeah.
like Mabel's breakdown scene when she was like, I
Hmm.
just feel like every time I try to do a difference in the world, like I'm the one who messes it up. No one cares what I care about. And no, like and she ends with like,
Hmm.
I just can never make the difference. But one
Yeah.
person can make that difference. And you see that Mabel shows up to this community of animals that have kind of just accepted their
Hmm.
fate. And they all live with the pond rules. People can eat who
Yeah.
they want when they're ready. And you kind of just have to
Fondue.
exist together. Yeah. But, Mabel shows up and she challenges that idea. And
Hmm.
her idea then branches out to the rest of them, gets to the council.
I
Obviously, it kind of
mean,
goes south
she
of the
had the Joan
council.
of Arc moment,
Uh huh.
right? And then you're right. Like it shows how one person can make the difference.
Yeah.
She had her Joan of Arc moment. They took back the Glade right then and there
Mm hmm.
because of one person. They didn't care before, but then she got, I mean, half the force going to retake the Glade together.
Mm hmm. So yeah, people who are watching that, I think that's something that's a really big takeaway is that, hey, stand your ground, like stay true to what you
Hmm.
believe is right, and you will make the change. It might take a while. It might not look the way you want it to at the beginning, but you can make the change. And then on top of that, who are you surrounding yourself with? Like King George
Yeah.
tells her, I care because you care. Like, do your friends
Hmm.
care? Does your circle care because you care? Something to be aware of.
Yeah. I thought that was really nice. I
Yeah.
really liked his quote. I can't remember it word for word anymore, but trust is like a dam. Sometimes there's going to be leaks,
Oh,
but it's about how
yes.
you fix it, repair it, or whatever he said
Yes.
was so good.
You basically got it
So,
word
so
for
good.
word. You basically got it word for word. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
thought so, but it was so good. It was so good.
it's a real yeah. There's some really nice moments in this. Like
Yeah.
there were times where I was
And
like,
like
this feels emotional.
yes, dude. And like one last point I have on the messaging,
Hmm.
it was almost a counterpoint to your one person can make the difference and like all that. You're not alone. The unity theme in this was great.
Yes, yeah, I was gonna bring that
How
up.
you quiet down, you can connect with nature, all that, and you're a part of something bigger. I think that's really great for people to think about.
Hmm.
Sometimes you can't get so caught up in your own life and everything. Think about big picture. You realize you have so much to be grateful for. You realize how many people you're actually connected with. It's it's wonderful, honestly.
Hmm.
It's lovely.
Yeah, dude, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. Now that brings me to like another thing that I really liked in terms of messaging,
Mm-hmm.
and it's with the end, how being the bigger person can like change
Yeah.
the other person's perspective. All the
Mm-hmm.
animals they choose like no more retaliation. They see the city's about to burn down. They all come together, break the dam down, and you see how that changes
That
the
was a
mayor. It
great
changes
scene.
the city. Like so,
Great scene, man.
yeah, just
And
doing the
I'm
right
telling you,
thing
this is why it was the strongest part of the movie for me was the themes and messaging.
for sure. I totally agree with that for sure. Yeah, yeah,
You know,
I think we nailed that.
can I get into some things I don't like?
Sure.
This movie is so disjointed. Did you feel that?
Disjointed as in like in what sort of sense? Like did you feel like the story didn't flow?
The story didn't flow. It almost felt like we had almost genuinely like three separate movies, dude. I swear. It was
I
almost
don't
like,
think I
you know
felt
what?
that much. I don't think I felt that much.
For me, it had the Fantastic Four issue where it was going somewhere and then it changes, goes in a different direction. Going somewhere, changes, goes in a different
It did
direction.
have like that double ending kind of where like
Yeah,
it was the butterfly being the robot to the fire happening.
yeah,
So I do get that.
yeah. That, and then I think I would have preferred either of the other movies before the Switch, if you know what I mean. Like the movie of, oh, Mabel's getting found out as a human in this animal world. I would have rather had that
Oh,
just as a
okay.
full story arc by
Sure.
itself, and of taking back the Glade as Mabel as an animal before Switch. Oh no, you're a human again.
Sure.
The whole council and everything. Again, once that story started flowing, I didn't mind it, but then it switches again into now they're making a human robot instead.
Okay. I actually
If
see where you're
all the
coming
like,
from.
if any of one of these individual stories was set up before and followed through, I would have liked it.
Okay, I
But it's
see where you're
because it was
coming from.
disjointed, then like started and followed through. Like it just felt a little bit scattered.
Yeah, I think that the
And then
first two
like,
acts definitely are better than the third.
yeah, I
Um,
really liked the first two acts, and then it like the movie loses me almost for the third act. But then the conclusion of the movie is actually so good that it brings me right back.
I see. I agree with that. I think that the ending is
This
really
is why
beautiful.
this is why I had it at 3.5 initially, because I was like, the ending is so good.
Yeah.
But then I was talking about it with Gabby in the car after, and I was like, you know what? There was like a long stretch of the movie where I was like, this is just meh now.
Yeah, I do agree with you. It does kind of go everywhere, and then Mayor Jerry ends up becoming the beaver for a little bit. Uh,
Yeah, like that's why I used the word like disjointed, because it was like it wasn't fully connected to each other.
yeah, I totally see that now. I didn't have it as one of my cons before, but
Hmm.
it kind of is one of my cons now that I think about it.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
honestly, all like the twist villain and everything, I did not care for one bit.
I so that is one of my cons is like the lack of motivation behind the butterfly. And I understand like insects get squished or whatever, but the ants didn't feel that way when like they initiated the ant as the king or whatever.
You could say that about almost every species that was there.
Yeah, genuinely.
Because why weren't the beavers so pissed off that they're literally blowing up their dam with TNT?
The birds probably get hunted, like
The birds get hunted, the fish
get
are definitely
fished.
getting
Yeah.
eaten. Yeah, like
I do think there was a clear lack of motivation in the sons, the butterfly son. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Titus.
that was a con for me a little
King
bit.
Titus.
Titus. Titus.
Yeah.
Anything else that kind of was a
But
negative?
Oh, another negative. Again, like the villain stuff. This is going to be controversial to you because you already said characters one of your
Hmm.
favorite parts. I don't really know if there's a character that I really, really, really enjoyed in this movie, or
Not
even
even
just
Mabel or
really
George, like
enjoyed.
not Mabel or George. Because when I think of characters, when I say I love the characters, my mind goes to Mabel, George,
The grandma was probably my
the
favorite
the
character.
grandma, the probably the two doctors, and the mayor. I felt like the mayor was a really good antagonist, and I don't know why we kind of faded from him a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again, going back to one of my previous issues, I
Hmm.
like the mayor when he was just the bad guy. I like his arc at the end, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
Mayor's definitely a strong point character wise. I didn't really care for Mabel though.
Hmm.
Again, I know she's written that way to be over energetic and enthusiastic and all this, but like for me, it almost was. I know it's an animated movie, so I should be talking about believable, but like her character motivations were so far out there
They were
that like
definitely
once the
exaggerated. Yeah.
yes, and like I just can't handle that. Like no matter who it is, honestly.
I feel like to me it got more justified when you watch more of the flashbacks with her grandma, and like her grandma's
Yeah,
last conversation with her is
and
please
are
take care of
literally
this
being like,
place.
yes, but I feel like she's almost misinterpreting her actual message to her. Find like be
Oh,
a part of nature, connect to something bigger, but she's focusing on just the glade and being violent about how she does it.
yeah,
I mean, to be
yeah.
fair, that's why her arc does work at the end of the movie with her looking at the bigger picture, but it's almost taken away by the fact that it's still about the glade for her.
But doesn't it
If
feel
she,
like more justified when you see how it ends and it's like it's now a natural
yeah, and again,
preserve
I
and
really, yes, and I really like that part, and that's why I was saying I really like the end of the movie.
mhm.
But again, like it almost seemed like she just didn't really understand what her grandma was saying, and she ended the movie still not really understanding what her grandma was saying because she still used the wrong means to get the right goal, the end goal.
But like when you think of the wrong means, because at first she is a little bit like I'm not gonna think first before I act. Like she definitely acts before
Mm-hmm.
she thinks. She was doing that since she was a kid at school.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't think she did anything too drastic because it's not like it was her idea to kill them. Like she wanted
Yeah, I
to
know.
just like move them.
Yeah,
And I don't
but
I don't think it's extreme. I don't think it's too extreme.
once the glade is like the animals are all gone and everything, your grandma's gone, all of this, and then you're still trying to just like you're going about everything the wrong way to save the glade, and you're missing the bigger message from your grandma. It just like, and she was annoying to me at times. I can't even lie to you.
I think her grandma wanted her, like you mentioned, being a part of something bigger than yourself and doing the right thing. Like I think that she sees that this ecosystem has been taken down and like just
Mm-hmm.
destroyed, and to her the right thing is to be like, hey, we shouldn't be messing with this habitat. And you learn that these
Yeah, I
animals were in
agree.
poor living conditions because the glades
I
was gone.
agree because of the fake trees and on the yeah,
Mm.
that's true, and I agree with that. But again, like, why is she going about it in a way that her grandma did not teach her?
Well, what would you have preferred? I guess I'm wondering.
No, exactly. But that's why I don't like that type of character in
Sure.
general in any
So it
movie,
just annoys you a little bit.
right? So that's what, yes,
Yeah.
and that's
Okay.
why I'm saying like I didn't necessarily care for the characters because if that's our main character type thing, then like you know
What's
it's
do
hard for
you
me to
like?
buy
Do
into
you
it.
like Merida?
George, she's not my favorite Disney princess.
Okay. Because I
If you
feel
can,
like she
you
has
can
that
call her a
similar
Disney
type of energy
princess.
where she's like, I'll be shooting for my own hand. I'll do things the
Yeah,
way I want to get them done.
but again, I feel like it's more justified in that movie because of one, the era it's set in, and then somebody forcing you into marriage and everything, and you wanting to be independent is different than you being stubborn about something.
I don't, but
You know?
she's not stubborn about something that feels unjustified. I think
I
that's where,
mean,
like,
yes, fair.
this is like the place that she grew up with her grandma at.
Yeah, and
That was
again,
her
fair, and
piece.
that
That was
like
her
last
piece.
words or whatever.
Hmm.
I can get that, but it's so much harder for me to connect to that and like stand behind her because of the way she acted and all this kind of stuff.
Sh-
The over
I hear what you're
energetic
saying.
and then just yeah.
I hear what you're
I
saying.
know
I
you
disagree, but I do hear what you're saying. And I think
yeah,
that
and again,
like
I disagree with you, but I can see where you're coming
yeah,
from about liking her
I just think that like
because she
even
had
as you
moments
go
in the
on
movie
throughout the
where I was
movie,
like,
you're
yeah,
realizing that like this whole system that they're building is the fact that they're going to take down all these animals and they're forcing them out of their homes. Like it seems ridiculous because even
mm,
later on, he's like, "You guys are about to save 4 extra minutes on your commute with this new." And so I think,
yeah,
like to me, I
exactly,
think she sees this and she's like, "We're destroying animal homes
yeah.
for like yeah for convenience."
But again, there was like an actual right way to go about things. She finds out that the mayor is intentionally putting fake trees.
Hmm.
She could have straight up gone right there. Oh, I'm gonna go back to my human body, go tell people about
Sure,
this. Mayor gets caught out in a huge scandal.
sure.
That's what I was thinking the entire time, and I was just like,
She's just a
why didn't you
kid.
just do
She's
that?
just a kid, though.
She's 19, bro. She's a year younger than me. What are you talking about? She's just a kid. Soups? He's just a kid,
She's just a
bro.
kid, bro. She's just a kid, bro.
Bro,
I
what are
don't
you
know.
talking about?
I give her. I'm giving
But
her like.
a lot of the other characters are fine. I'll give you that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think King
George
George
was
was
funny.
great. George was great.
The best character in the movie was the shark.
Diane, dude. Okay. Let's get into the
Let's get
humor.
into the
Yeah,
comedy.
let's get into the humor.
Yes, yes,
Let's get into the
yes.
humor. Where since we're on Diane, that was so funny. I
It
like
was funny,
for a
man.
second.
The
I'm like,
monotone and like happy.
for a second, I'm like sitting there. I'm like, how do they? Where a shark like? And then I'm like, just roll with it. Just just roll with it.
No, see why like I seem like a bit of an idiot for saying like, oh, I don't believe I don't believe her motivations or like
Right.
this isn't realistic. And there's like pelicans carrying a shark to go bite a
So
roof of a
funny.
car. But it's so funny,
And
dude.
she's like, "Hey,
So
like,
what's your funniest scenes in
it's
this movie?
dude, squish him, squish him, squish him."
Squish him.
And she's just standing there. The
And
whole
then she
council's
rubs her
looking at her,
hands on the
bro. And
wall.
she starts rubbing her
She
hands on
rubs
the
her hands on the
wall.
wall. Undeniably, undeniably, the funniest moment in that movie for me.
Dude, like, I'm telling you, bro, it's got to be one of the funniest scenes, like, because it was so unexpected, like, so. And
Yeah.
we're talking about like, it's not like her killing a butt, like she was killing a character that was within this scene, like
Yes.
someone's mom, bro.
And it was
Which then
just
again,
brushed off, bro.
to double down on that
Titus.
joke, when she goes up on stage and looks the mayor in the eye, she's like, "I'm
Yeah.
sorry I killed your mom," and everyone's like, "What?" Like,
Yeah. Honestly, again, I think we'll talk about this a little bit later as well, but I think some of the best and funniest parts of this movie is when the animals were just being animals and the humans were just like normal human
yes,
reactions.
yes. Oh
Where
my
they were just kind
gosh.
of like Jerry, like Titus comes on stage in the mayor's body, and he just says like a bunch of random stuff that's like doesn't sound human. There, it's like,
Mhm.
all right, that was funny. That's it was a
No
funny
one
scene.
says
It's
anything, and then
realistic.
like
It's
to break the silence, it's like,
yes,
"I love you, Jerry."
yeah, and then everybody starts clapping.
I loved when
And
he like
actually,
gets.
one of the funniest.
Wait, go ahead, go ahead, go
Go
ahead.
on.
No, I was gonna say I love when he gets on all fours, bro, and then he starts crawling,
Yes,
and the one dude's like, "I don't think that's the
I don't think it's the
mayor."
mayor. Yeah, like see that I love that, and to stay in that same vein, when the animals acted like animals.
Yes,
Like
bro.
when Mabel first goes into the beaver's body, and then she's like talking to him, and you just see like the black-eyed beaver
Yeah,
just like doing their little sounds. Like
yeah.
that was good.
It's so
That
funny,
was
bro.
good.
When she first goes to the forest too, and she's like meeting all these people, the dragonfly flies over her
Hmm.
head. "Hey, how's it going?" Runs into the worm, and he's
In the
talking about like
deepest possible voice, bro.
right the deepest. Hey, what's up? Runs into the worm, and bro's just talking about like, "Oh, it's just so good to be alive." Like we're just let bird comes down and just
Yeah,
takes up the. Come on, bro. It's so funny. It's so funny.
it was a funny movie. I'll give it that. Top five. You were saying in Pixar might be a little bit crazy.
I genuinely can't think of anything that made me laugh throughout more. Like,
It has more, and I feel like it has more like intentionally funny
yeah,
moments where it's almost like they give you a few seconds before the next piece of dialogue to like laugh.
hmm
So I might be able to give you that, but I think I like the actual humor and like you actually have to think about the joke a little bit more in other movies.
sure.
But there was plenty of just like little
It's just
that was
so in
funny
your
type
face, like
things.
things are just happening.
Yeah.
Like she's just literally out in
Every
the
time
wilds,
that
bro.
every time that damn lizard just went
I
was
love
funny to
I
me.
love him, bro. I love that lizard.
Yes, every single time. Yeah, exactly. Every single time it made me laugh. So I can't disagree with
Yeah.
that.
No, yeah. I think it was hilarious. What would you give it out of 10 out of curiosity?
Probably just a six.
Okay.
Again, maybe a 6.5 though, because like I could definitely be swayed. Because parts of the movie I was like, this is an eight. Other parts of the movie I was like, this is a five.
Hmm.
It was just so inconsistent for me throughout the film.
Yeah, I hear you. I think that the beginning of it and the very last scene was like beautiful. I'd probably give it a
Mm-hmm.
7.
The Pixar moments of it are like 8 or 9, honestly. You know what I'm talking about?
The what
Like the
moments of
big
it? The big
moments,
moments?
the
Yeah.
Pixar moments.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Um,
That entire talk after they got flooded out of the dam and everything and
yeah.
were on the run from the council. And then he gives the speech, George gives a speech about trust and everything. That's a great moment. And
Yeah.
Abel breaks down talking about, like, I'm tired of being alone and feeling like I can't do anything. That's a great moment,
Yeah,
right?
really peak
But
moments for
then
sure.
Robot Mayor, Titus, all that stuff is like a
Yeah.
4.
It dropped me out a little bit there. Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah.
But the peaks, the highs were very high, I think.
Very
And
high.
dude, that ending when she comes back and like he's sitting on the rock where the grandma
Yeah.
sat.
Yeah.
She gives him the phone.
Actually, that was mad funny, bro. That was mad funny.
It's so sweet too. At the end, he does like heart, revolving hearts, and then fade to
Yeah.
black. Oh my
Beaver,
gosh!
beaver,
Beaver.
potato.
Chopped log, chopped log.
It was
Yeah,
funny, man.
it was good.
Fun.
All right, top 10 time or what?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Again, I feel like this should be easier than last time.
I think so too. I probably have like maybe 1 or 2 surprises, maybe, but I don't know.
I feel like where I'm placing them are going to surprise you. Beyond that, it should be fine.
Yeah, it's tough because like honestly, like from like 7 down, I think that you can make the case that it's like that's my favorite for the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good.
Do you want to start us off?
You always start. Come on.
All right. Top 10 Pixar movies. At number 10, I have Finding Nemo.
No way. At number 10, I have Finding Nemo.
All right, off to a great freaking start.
I thought you were going to be so mad at me for
No,
this.
I just really like all of these are a little bit more memorable for me.
Great movie. I don't enjoy it as much as the others.
Yeah. Number 9 is my controversial one.
Okay.
At number 9, I have Inside Out 2.
Ooh. I don't know about that one, fella.
I'm a big Inside Out 2 fan. I think that
I mean, fair enough. It's a great movie.
okay, I'm happy you said that. That's enough for me because like to me, I think that they have amazing characters. I love them obviously in the first one, and they just add some great characters. When we talk about messaging, I think it's one of the best Pixar movies in terms of messaging. I think
Probably.
it's really good representation of what anxiety can look like.
I think it's probably one of the best representations of an anxiety attack, a panic attack
I agree.
in media.
I know some
Ted
people
Lasso is a great one too.
I know
but
some people feel like
that's
maybe it's
top.
too much for kids, but I don't know. I feel like kids like they deal with stress like that, so I think it's just
Yeah.
I think it's just a really solid. I used to like it even more than I had it now. Like it used to be a little bit higher, but it's 9 now.
Fair.
Mhm.
I don't mind that at all. This is going to be controversial. Number 9, I have Toy Story.
That's low. that's a little low for the OG. But at least it's in the top 10.
I know. Yeah, exactly. We made the argument already. Like,
Yeah.
You can rearrange these however you like, and I won't even be mad.
They're all great. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Number 8, I got Monsters Inc.
Number 8, I have Monsters Inc.
This is impressive, bro. This is pretty crazy.
This is very good, man.
At number 7, I wish this could be higher. At number 7, I have Incredibles.
Oh. Okay, that is a little bit low for me, but again, like there's so many good movies, but I personally think it's so enjoyable, so much fun,
Yeah.
while also being such a good movie.
Yeah, I agree. I do
But-
like there are times where it's higher for me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Number 7, I have Coco.
Okay. That's low. That's a little low, I think. But
A little okay.
Yeah.
That's okay though. That's okay.
at what are we 6? At
Yep.
6, I have Ratatouille.
A little bit low, a little bit low. That's again, it's fine though. It's fine.
Like we
It's
said,
love
literally,
here. It's
there's
all love.
days where I swear Ratatouille is my favorite Pixar movie ever.
Exactly. This will be way, way, way easier to agree a top five on that.
We'll probably feel more bad about leaving stuff off rather than trying to get things on.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So my number six, I have Cars. Cars one.
Okay. Okay. I don't hate it.
Classic. Shout out Cohen.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I think Cars. So when I first saw Cars, it wasn't my favorite, and then I think the
Mhm.
more I watched it, the more I've appreciated it.
Ironically enough, it's like, yeah, it's a perfect movie for kids. It's about a race, fast car, or whatever. But the actual messaging or whatever isn't like necessarily for that kind of 5 to 7 age range,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's actually for a little bit older. So
Yeah. And come on, Shaboom is a top 10 Pixar scene. Life could
come
be
on,
a
might have one of the best
dream. Come
soundtracks.
on. A fun fact.
If I could do
Fun fact, this guy used to have a playlist just full of Shaboom.
8 hours straight.
8 hours of
Shaboom.
Shaboom.
That's a cousin's classic right there.
Link in bio if you ever want to listen to the Shaboom.
Dude, they took that specific version off Apple Music, so that playlist is lost forever.
That sucks, actually. We'll have to remake
Now
it.
it's 8 hours of copyrighted music not available in your region.
That's funny. All right, top five. At number 5,
Yeah.
I have Toy Story 1.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hate it because at number 5, I have Toy Story 3.
Okay.
I know.
That's
Go to your
shocking
4,
coming
just
from
go to your
you.
4, just go to your 4, just go to your 4.
That's shocking coming from you, though. I'm curious. Like, I want to know your explanation a little bit.
We'll talk about it because
Okay.
it has a very good chance to come into the top 5, I think.
All right, at number 4, I have Wall-E.
Okay, I really don't hate that
Mhm.
because at number 4, I have Incredibles.
Okay, I don't hate that.
Again, I could talk about it all day. So
At number 3, I have Inside Out.
I knew you were going to have a high. I knew you were going to have a high.
I think it's such a
Number
beautiful movie.
3, I have Soul.
I knew you were gonna have that one high. I think your Soul
Yeah.
is literally my Inside Out, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I love this movie so much.
I love that.
The way it looks, the way it
Yeah.
sounds.
Soul
Oh.
is at my like 11, so it's literally right there.
Oh, whatever, bro. It's not on the top 10. You don't care about it.
I like Soul. Soul is just your Inside Out, bro. I'm telling you. At number 2, Señoras and Señora, buenas noches.
Yeah, I like it.
Go,
I really like it.
Go.
At number 2, I have Wall-E.
Love it.
There's lots of worlds out
Oh,
there.
put on your Sunday clothes.
Yes.
Out there, there's a world outside of Yonkers. Come on.
Actually, might be the best Pixar soundtrack.
I do not hate that at all, bro. I think Ratatouille probably I have to give it to Ratatouille, but like Wall-E
Yeah,
is
'cause of
literally
Walrat?
it's right there. Leif Festin.
Yeah, come on.
All right.
Even the little flute in Walrat, like
Oh
the
my
little
gosh, yeah.
like 30-second solo.
That anyone can cook. Dude.
Yes, come on.
Number 1, I have Toy Story 3.
Yeah,
It's my
I knew it
favorite
was going
Pixar
to be
movie.
high.
Yeah.
I really knew it was going to be high. At number 1, I have Ratatouille.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
Yeah, you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah. Okay.
There's so much to like about it.
I know.
Now, we have to dial in to actually see what we agree on for the 5.
So what did we miss? You didn't have it both Inside Outs, and I didn't have Soul and
Cars.
Okay.
Cars being left off is okay for me.
Obviously, Inside Out 2 wasn't in my top 5, so that wouldn't like Inside Out. I like we could do an
Did
Inside
you
Out
have
for
Toy Story?
Toy Story is my 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the for sure's are Ratatouille is in there because I had it in my
Mhm.
I had it in my 7, but I'm telling you I could swap it with any of the ones I had ahead.
You already said it has the best soundtrack.
It has the best soundtrack. Wall-E, both of our top 5s, that's in there.
Yeah.
Second best soundtrack.
Toy Story 3 has to be in there. So there's 3.
Right, because you also had Toy Story 3 in your top 5.
Yes. Okay. I think Toy Story 3 on an average ranking would be the highest. I'm okay with putting that at my one, to be honest.
I'm also okay with Ratatouille though. Like I'm so for real
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
that. Like
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Why would you put Toy Story 3 over Ratatouille?
I think it has one of the tightest stories. Like I think it's the
Yeah.
perfect wrap of. I mean, obviously there's two more movies,
Hmm.
but I think it was at the time the perfect wrap up to the trilogy. I think that it
Hmm.
was its theming was beautiful of like this. You know, we're not really meant to be played with because our own like he's getting older. Like, what do
Hmm.
we do? What's
You're
our
growing
purpose?
up,
Yeah, he's
and
growing
we
up. We're
grew up
growing up.
with the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, this whole like, what's our purpose now? And Lotso is probably the best Pixar villain. Syndrome's good, but I think Lotso might be the best Pixar villain.
Yeah.
It's
Okay. Chick Hicks.
nah. Chick Hicks is cool, but like,
It's not, bro. Don't worry.
I also think that humor wise, think it's got to be in the top five discussion easily. Maybe probably top three.
Easy.
Um, Characters obviously are goaded. I mean, you had two movies to build up to that, so it's a little unfair to compare
Yeah.
that to Ratatouille. But the characters obviously goaded, and yeah, I just think it's so peak. I literally think from beginning to end, Ratatouille is the same, so I don't. It's hard to argue that, but from beginning to end, it's genuinely I don't drop out at all,
Yeah. I mean, I would make the same argument for Ratatouille.
and I wouldn't be able to
We
debate.
already we already discussed like it sounds just better.
Yeah,
I think visually, I personally have Ratatouille over Toy Story 3.
I think yeah. I mean, we're going Paris versus a kid's playroom or a daycare, so yeah, I it does look better.
Yeah, exactly. I want to say even animation wise, though, it might be better. Uh,
Oh,
mate,
really?
I personally feel like it is still. There was a couple
I
of
don't
like
know. I don't know.
Everything in the rain looked really, really, really good for animation in
True.
2013.
But Sunnyside is so colorful too. Like and like
Yeah,
each toy is so distinct. You can see like ripped stickers on certain ones. You can see like the battery
yeah, yeah, yeah,
details.
yeah. Like there's so much attention to detail in
Yeah.
that movie. It's ridiculous.
I
So that might be a toss up. Like in a one-off film, I like the story better in Ratatouille,
yeah, I think it stands alone.
and like you said, the messaging was so good.
No, I think I'm okay with Ratatouille at 1 and Toy Story 3 at 2. This man got Aladdin over Beauty and the Beast and he gets Ratatouille,
Dude,
but
I literally had Ratatouille at my one, but I'm still thinking about whether I'd want it at one on this list. I think if you made me pick what is objectively the better movie, I'd have to put Toy Story 3
I would
easily.
agree with that. I do think it's objectively the better movie.
So I'll be the bigger man.
We both are fine with it. He's gonna be the bigger man today, but when it was Beauty and the Beast, I couldn't get him to. I couldn't convince him.
I was a little bit more passionate about Aladdin,
Okay, well we can
but
do 3 and then Ratatouille then.
I think I like Toy Story 3 Ratatouille.
Yeah, I could go more into like just some of the scenes, but like like that's just so good. Everything about like the escape
The final
plan.
scene,
Oh my
the
gosh,
final
the
scene,
final
and then
scene.
I do think it has more exciting set pieces,
Yeah, you just
and
bounce
then
around
it might
between
be
a lot of
funnier
places.
too.
Dude, when Woody goes to Bonnie's for the first time and they're playing, are you classically
Yeah.
trained?
Are you classically trained? I'll do Spanish Buzz.
Yes. You want to get out of here? Get rid of that monkey.
Mhm.
Come on. Come on.
Dude, and then the freaking telephone. I'm sorry, cowboy. They broke me.
That's sad.
Heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking. Come on.
Okay,
I
so
like it though. I
3 and
like it.
Ratatouille then. So 3 should be
Ratatouille.
Wally then. Because I had it at
I
5.
mean,
You had it at
I
2.
had it in my two.
Yeah, and I had it at 5.
I'm more than happy with it. I also think there's an argument to be made that this is objectively the best movie that Pixar has made.
Isn't it crazy how many you can say that about Pixar? Like,
The thing is, I think I subjectively can put a lot of Pixar. I think this is objectively the best movie that they have. From the messaging, from how it looks to how it sounds, I think it's top of everything. I think you have it over. I think I have it over Toy Story 3. It's just slightly less rewatchable for me.
I actually, yeah, you might have nailed that actually. I think Coco might
It
objectively
could.
be, yeah. Like, I think it's really
It
neck and
could.
neck. Like,
Okay, hear me out on this though.
okay.
And we were discussing characters on Hoppers. You can tell more about Wally in the opening 15 minutes of Wally than you can about any characters in Hopper, and he doesn't say a word. He's a robot.
Okay. You can tell who Mabel is. You just don't like Mabel more than Wally. That's the only reason you feel that way. You can tell who Mabel is like really early on.
Mm,
She literally goes around the school and
sure.
steals the pets and tries to run out of
Yes,
it.
in the first 30 seconds of
Yeah.
the movie. Yeah, sure.
So I just think I and I'm not saying your take is wrong. I do agree. I think that Wally has a lot more emotion than literally anyone else in that movie, probably.
Exactly. Okay, maybe I phrased it wrong. Maybe you don't understand Wally more, but you can.
You fall in
There's
love with his
more
character
depth to the
immediately.
character. You fall in love with it more. Within 15 minutes, he doesn't say a word. He's a robot.
Yeah, I agree with that. You fall in love with him instantly. And same with Eve, honestly. Like,
Yeah, you get everybody's deal. Even, oh, what was his name? The little cleaning robot
oh,
that doesn't like
Mo,
Wally being
Mo,
dirty.
Mo.
Mo, yeah. You get his entire deal 5 seconds into meeting him.
Oh, dude. When he comes out and the repair ward like score starts playing.
Yes,
Oh,
yes. Dude, like Wally, again, I could talk about this movie forever.
yeah.
He positively changes every single person or being he interacts with.
Yeah, you fall in love with him. I mean, yeah, I'm not
Because
I'm not going
what's the fat guy's name? John? Hey, it's your
Yeah.
buddy John.
Yeah.
Freaking Ratzenberger.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue you on that. I'm not
Yeah,
going to those Wally and Hopper should not even be in the same conversation, and I agree the characters is a
yeah, I
big
know.
part of that for sure. Um,
Exactly.
so Wally at 3 I'm good
So
with.
I could actually put it in the two or the one.
I could too. You're talking me into it. We brought Wally up
I know.
before too, because like we both have like said before
I
we
thought
really like
you said it
Wally.
was your favorite Pixar.
I did, and then it just keeps swapping around. I'm telling you, it keeps swapping around.
Yeah, it's so easy just to flip
Yeah,
up on this one.
I go into my Pixar
Here's
list on
where it
Letterboxd maybe
gets
once or twice, or yeah, once a week.
here's where it gets interesting now, the 4 and the 5. I personally think Incredibles has to be there.
I think Coco has to be in here.
I'm okay with Coco because
We're,
it was in my 7, but I could bump it over Cars. I could bump it over a couple different
that's
things,
so
to be
funny because
honest.
Incredibles was my 7.
So it's battle. So both of them should be on here realistically then, because I'm okay with leaving Cars off. What's in your 6?
Well, like we haven't even talked about though. Like Soul was your 3, right? And Inside Out was mine, and
Yes,
we're leaving both of them
yes.
off, even though we both had them top
I
3.
mean, personally, I think Soul needs to be on here.
So you, I,
I would take Soul over Inside Out.
yeah, but would you? Oh, so you take Soul over
You had
Incredibles?
2 Inside Outs.
I really think that this Inside Out story is really good.
I personally think the Soul story is better.
I think the Soul story is objectively better than Inside Out 2. I think I enjoyed Inside Out 2 more. I don't think it's better than. Uh, they're very
Being in touch
different.
with
They're
all your
very different.
emotions.
Inside Out is very like they're the same movie, but one deals with
I
afterlife
can
and the
enjoy
other
the.
one deals with life. You know what I mean? And in an
No, Soul
extent,
deals with life.
Soul deals with life. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's like
Everything about Soul is about living.
yeah, the realization of living. Yes, the realization of like I
Yes,
should
so
be
about
living.
life.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I'm
It just
saying?
takes
Like
place in the
yeah,
afterlife.
yeah.
Here's my thing. I think I actually might like maybe like the story of Inside Out better. It's easier to watch. Of okay, we're in Riley's head. Riley's doing this. Riley just moved to a new school. I think it's probably easier to watch. You get lost in all the memories, yeah, and then you have to get your way back up to the control room. I really like that plot. It's interesting to me.
Hmm.
It might be better than Souls of okay, I died and then I went to heaven and then my soul's not connected to my body and then we do a body swap. But everything that happens within the the movies and the characters is so much better in Soul for me than it is Inside Out.
Interesting. So I think that Soul is a lot deeper, and I really like the deepness of Soul. I think that it touches on
Mm-hmm.
topics that not a lot of movies do in a really
Mm-hmm.
kid friendly way. I think the
Yeah.
characters are better Inside Out though. I
No.
don't think, as much as I like Joe Gardner, I the
Uh,
emotions are so good. Like, and the
I think
whole
22 can get a little bit jarring sometimes. Those are two of the best Pixar jokes ever, by the way.
which ones?
How Joe's number for like his soul number or whatever is in like the billions or trillions or whatever it
Mhm.
was. And then you'll be paired with 22. Hilarious. And then the Jesus joke.
Which one was that one?
They're like talking about, oh, wait, the count's off. But the count hasn't been off in 2,000 years or whatever it was.
Oh, I never picked
Because
up on.
Jesus resurrected.
I never picked up on that.
Hey, shout out.
I never. That makes me like the movie even more, man. I never picked up on
Yeah,
that.
right? Dude, that's such a funny joke. And
I
again, the kids aren't going to laugh at that. They're just going
Yeah.
to be like, oh, whatever.
I also
But
really
that's
like.
like so good.
I really like when Terry shows up and he's like looking at the thing, and then the guy's like, "Terry, look over there," and switches it over. Terry looks back. He's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
everything's in normal." He's like, "Good job, Terry. You did a super job. You're amazing."
Yeah, it's a funny movie, dude.
But I think that the joy sadness dynamic is better.
I might give you that.
I think that like
And
Joy's realization that
Pixar
like she
moment-
needs the other emotions. They are just as important and special.
that Pixar moment of the realization and then the yellow and blue ball was so good. Like actually so good.
Yeah.
I think it probably I won't even know what you would necessarily call the Pixar moment in Soul. I don't know if there's one
Probably when he's-
specific moment that
Probably
you can
when he
point
goes
out.
back to his body and he like looks back up and like, kind of close to the
Yeah,
end when it's like
I'm gonna
zooming in.
live every minute of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
when he's talking to the girl after the jazz and he's like, I don't know, I thought it was gonna be better. And then it was like,
Yeah.
I want to, a small fish says to the big fish, or whatever, like, when I grow up, I want to see the ocean.
Yeah,
He's like, the ocean, you're living in it. And he's like, no, this is water. I want to see the ocean.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing is I think there's just so many strong moments.
Yeah.
When he rescues 22 from the abyss,
Yeah.
when he's talking to Terry and Terry's like, "Oh, you humans and your sparks, your wills to live, all of this." And then like, "Oh, dude, it's so good." And then he's
Yeah.
like, "That was never like your meaning of life or anything."
It is good. I totally take back what I said about, I know it's based in the afterlife, but it's very much based on life.
On living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
And
much
I
based
think
on
that
living.
message can apply to everybody,
Yeah.
right? I don't know what my life's going to be. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to live every moment of it.
Hmm.
That should have been your bar of the week.
That should have been my bar of the week. I just
But
had to
I
pull
think
it from
that's
your
probably the
favorite
best
Pixar
message.
movie. You know what I'm saying?
True. True. I think that is probably the best message in any Pixar movie.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Live every moment of your life.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Enjoy life.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like simply put.
I think you're right. It's a very simple reminder that needs to be told often. I'll give you Inside Out. If Inside Out, I mean, I'll give you Soul. If Soul is in
Okay,
there, yeah,
okay.
I'll give you Soul. If Soul is in there, I do think
Do you
Coco
want me to
needs to be as
concede
well.
to Inside Out?
I think Coco should be more in there than Coco was my number 2. And so I
Right.
think Coco therefore needs to be. Like I said, I think the same argument you made for Wall-E is like objectively the best. I think Coco could be too. I mean, it
Because
deals
again, I love the messaging there.
yeah,
man.
it deals with some great messaging and like just the importance of family.
Family comes
I've
first.
Never seen
Family comes
yeah.
first. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm honestly tempted to put Coco at 4.
oh, okay, and then end with Soul. Did you had Coco in your top 10? Yeah.
Yeah, I had it at 7.
Okay.
But again, I could have moved it to 6 over Cars. Like, I think I've just rewatched Cars more times. But I'm more than happy to go
It's funny.
Coco.
After this,
Soul.
after we're done filming, I'm gonna go into my letterbox and actually move Soul up after we talked about it. I haven't seen it for a while,
Yeah.
but it is definitely better than Finding Nemo, and it is better than
100%.
Inside Out 2. It probably is better than Monsters Inc. I don't know if I could go above. I don't know.
feel like we haven't given much love to Monsters Inc.
It's just
A lot of people would have that in their top 3.
I know. I think it's a classic. I think that it's just one that you
You
love
can
to
enjoy
love.
it.
Yeah. I just don't think that. I mean, the Boo and Sully stuff is great.
Hmm.
I
What would you say is the main message or theme of that movie, though?
I would say like fatherhood, maybe. Like
A little bit of that,
underlying.
yeah. Responsibility type beat. Mm,
Like I
the
don't know.
ending
I want to say
definitely.
like the change of perspective, I guess, but like
Yeah, I was literally
yeah,
gonna say the change at the end and everything, and then judgment, kind of just how they viewed Boo versus what she
yeah,
really is, and how everybody views the monsters versus what they really are. They're just
yeah,
working. They just need energy. There's definitely a lot hidden in that movie,
yeah.
but it's not as explicit and like in your face as the other ones.
No, yeah, I agree. I think it's also tough for me to say Monsters Inc. is like top five when I'm not saying it's better, but I think MU is a more fun watch for me.
I was gonna say, would I rather rewatch
You
MU
know,
or
yeah,
rewatch
I
MI?
I personally think I would rewatch MU, but I'm not saying
It's
it's
so
better though. I
funny.
just think it's hilarious.
It's so funny, dude. It's it's actually so good, and like actually a solid movie and everything.
It actually is a really good movie. Can I borrow a
It's
pencil?
just like a bit more generic and everything.
Can I borrow a pencil? Got all my stuff.
Oh my god, and that's a we get
Yes,
yeah,
bro.
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
come on.
All right. Well, Coco at four, and then I guess Soul at five. We cool with that?
Yeah.
All right.
So the shared top five this time around is Soul in the five, Coco in the four, Wally in the three, Ratatouille in the two, and the best Pixar movie of all time, Toy Story 3.
I really like our list. I just know for a fact that like no Incredibles, no Toy Story, no Monsters Inc.,
No
no
Cars, trust me.
Cars, no Inside Out,
People love that
no
movie.
Up. Unfortunately, people are gonna freak out over
It
those
can't
ones.
crack the top 10,
People
dude.
are gonna freak out at those. I'm saying the problem is
Yeah,
we can all agree Pixar is just peak.
yeah. I mean, there's not a single bad movie on the list.
Nope. Even if we went into like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I don't even think those are bad.
We probably could have gone, yeah, to 15, because Hopper's probably gonna. How many Pixar movies are there now?
It's like 20 something.
That's
So
pretty much the episode. You got your quote for the end?
I actually
I
do.
mean, it's been a pleasure with you as always.
Thank you, bro. As always with you too. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave comments on any thoughts you guys had. What's your guys' Pixar top 10? And what y'all think about Hoppers? A good friend once told me, don't be a stranger to anyone. Pawn rules.